Hi everyone, here's a tutorial on how to take a word, break down the morphemes, and then identify what type of morpheme each is. This is exactly what you have to do for your exercise this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at my page. The first word that we are going to break down is the word simpler. And simpler has two morphemes. It has simple, and then it's also got the ER. Simple is a free root. It can be a word by itself, and then the ER in this case is one of the 8 inflectional suffixes, so that is called a bound inflectional suffix. And that's all we have to do for simpler. One thing that you might notice is that there's only one E in the original word, and I wrote the E twice. It really doesn't matter. I could leave this E off, or I could put it in here. It makes no difference. We really care about sound and meaning, not spelling. It's just a spelling convention that we end this word with a silent E, and then when we add the suffix, we drop it off. But it makes no difference to the meaning of the word. Okay, next word we're going to look at is prediction. And prediction actually has 3 morphemes. The first one is pre, and then we have dict, and then we have ION. One thing that you may notice is that I am using these little slash marks on the affixes, and that just shows which side of the affix can attach to a root. So when I write the little dash at the end, that means that this is added onto the beginning of the root, which makes it a prefix. So this is a bound derivational prefix. And remember that in English, all prefixes are derivational. Our only inflectional affixes are suffixes. Then we've got this thing here, which is dict. This is not a word by itself, but we could see that it does have some meaning, and it does appear in other words. For example, diction, dictionary. So it does have some meaning, and it is the root of this word. So we call it a bound root. And then finally we've got ION, and that is not one of the 8 inflectional suffixes. When we add it to the end of the word, it actually changes the function. It takes predict, which is a verb, and changes it to prediction, the noun. So that is a bound derivational suffix. Now there's one more real quick one I want to show you, and that is Florida. So even though Florida has 3 syllables, it actually is only 1 morpheme, because the whole word just means the state. You can't break that down. Now it's possible that the language that we borrowed this from originally did have several morphemes, but in English it's not there. The meaning is not there. The whole word just has one single meaning. So we call this a free root, and that's all I have to do.